Did you know that men are the sun and women are the moon? Allow me to explain. Behind me, I have a chart of female hormone levels and male hormone levels. At the top here, you'll see the male hormone levels as a linear rise and fall of hormones. This is a daily rise and fall of testosterone. Below that, with the female hormone levels, you see 4 distinct phases here. And you also see a drastic rise and fall of hormones throughout these 4 phases. This is a monthly ebb and flow of hormones. You see, men operate only on a 24-hour cycle with the sun called the circadian rhythm. Women, however, operate on that same 24-hour cycle with the sun as the circadian rhythm, but also operate on a 29-ish day cycle with the moon called the infradian rhythm. So not only are we juggling that 24-hour cycle, but we're also juggling a monthly cycle. And there's much more to that cycle than what you're seeing right here. This is a better example of the female hormone cycle. So we have FSH, or follicle stimulating hormone. This is what stimulates the follicles to begin to mature and grow for the egg to be released in ovulation. As the follicles begin to grow and a dominant follicle matures, estrogen also begins to rise. As estrogen peaks in this cycle, you see the orange line of LH. LH is luteinizing hormone, and once that peaks, the egg is released in ovulation. This is what triggers that release. And you can see here, once the egg is released in ovulation, everything that's peaking kind of starts to go down, and then we have a new hormone in green, progesterone, that then takes over for the rest of the cycle. In this bottom part here that shows the development of the follicle to the release of the egg, we then see that after the egg is released that the follicle still remains. This is called the corpus luteum. The corpus luteum is what produces progesterone through the rest of the cycle, and you can also see that it gets smaller as the cycle goes on. In the case of pregnancy, the corpus luteum would produce progesterone until about 12 weeks when the placenta would then take over. But in the case of the menstrual cycle, the corpus luteum just begins to kind of disintegrate and reabsorb back into the body. And then you'll see at the end of this hormone cycle, there is a drastic drop in all of the hormones. So basically all of your hormones fall off a cliff and then your period starts, and that's why everything is so intense. Why does this matter? Because in the society that we currently live in, we are based around the circadian rhythm. And the infradian rhythm is not taken into account. And so women feel as though we are less than, or we are made to feel as though we are less than, because we are not the same every day. But clearly we are not meant to be the same every day. Our bodies are more in line with the seasons of nature, the phases of the lunar cycle, and the life cycle. We are cyclical beings, and we are not meant to be the same as men are every single day. When we understand this information, we can embrace our cyclical nature and use it to our advantage. I hope this provided a deeper understanding of your body, and if you like this content, follow for more.